Hello. Good evening, everyone. I am Rebecca from ChemKnits, and I'm here tonight to do a little bit of a KnitPicks unboxing, to chat about the KnitPicks big sale, which started this morning. We'll be talking about, a little bit about what's on the sale, what my personal strategies are as I shop the KnitPicks sales. And then also I'm going to talk a little bit about my predictions about what could come for the rest of the year. And when I see something discounted, if I think it's a good deal or not. Obviously, this is not my order from this morning. This was an order from the last sale, but hopefully I will get the rather massive order I placed this morning sometime soon. Now, full disclosure, I am a KnitPicks affiliate, and I have been an affiliate for about a year. However, I've been a KnitPicks customer for almost a decade, and I have been using their yarns in my dyeing tutorials for, 8 years. So I'm a longtime customer and fan, and so it's natural for me to try to promote it. I also have no inside information with the company. Anything that I know is something that either because maybe I called customer service and asked once, or I have been following their sale patterns, so I have a sense of what we might expect. But there's never any guarantees, and so I am just making my own predictions. So I guess before I get started, the big ticket thing for me that is on sale today is the KnitPicks Stroll double-stranded sock blanks are 50% off. These are usually $19.99 each. They are $10. I bought 20 this morning. This is a better deal, and I was going to talk about my strategy, but 50% off something like this is a better deal than buying a bulk 20 pack, which always has a 15% discount. And even if they have a 20% off everything coupon code later on, it's still a better deal to get it now at the 50% off. Even yarns that are 40% off, I think that's a better deal. Now, obviously, if there's a full percent off coupon that stacks with these sale yarns, that's the best. But 50% off sock blanks, I'm not hedging that bet. I went for it and I bought 20 this morning. So the sale is structured in many different categories. One of the first things is that they have marked down how many, like over 1,200 different yarns individually. They mark them down up to 60% off. And those yarns I expect will remain on sale for the duration of the big sale. Now, obviously, KnitPicks could change anything at any time. If something goes out of stock, I think that will limit the sale. But the big sale overall is going to go through, I think, the 19th. Yeah, the big sale ends November 19th at 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. So that's over a week, which is awesome. They have a section in the sale for daily deals. And if you follow the links that I shared, this will take you straight to the sale center. But there's a different daily deal every day. So today, you can get a KnitPicks exclusive pattern download for $1 instead of usually they're around $5. And so that's the deal of the day. In the past, sometimes they'll have a $1 yarn, a special clearance on a tulle. I don't know exactly what to expect. They could launch a new yarn. They've had oops colors come out in the past, which are always kind of fun. Sometimes they'll batch a color of, say, chroma or a gradient, and then they realize they're not a fan of, and so they save that for the big sale. And you can get these one-of-a-kind oops colors, which have always been really popular in the past. Back in the day, the big sale was the only sale that KnitPicks did all year. And so it would crash their site. And so, and more recently, they've moved on to this week-long experience to, I think, sort of not have thousands and thousands of people trying to order things at the same time. And Whenever I place an order in the big sale, I always sort of hold my breath. So I said I bought 20 of these sock blanks, but if, dozens of people tried to order them at the same time and something had limited stock, then you might not end up getting it. So being able to place the order isn't the guarantee that you got it. However, the sock blanks are still in stock now, and I placed my order, I think like over 12 hours ago. So I think I'm in the clear. But that's something to keep in mind because they are doing like really massive discounts. You've never used a sock blank. You can knit directly from it, right? Yes. So I personally like to unravel the sock blanks because I think that I also like having that as a step in my videos. But you can just knit directly from it. They unravel like a dream. I posted a video today where I showed a bit of how I was unraveling it onto an automated skein winder, and there's no snags, no catches. It's perfect. And I love them. I absolutely, absolutely love dyeing them. And so I am very, very excited for the sale price. Woohoo, woohoo! I'm glad you took the plunge to buy some sock blanks. And so I have a blog post that I shared like on the comments below where I sort of went through and I broke down the sale and talked about some of the things I was most excited about. And in there, I'm going to be updating what the like daily deal is each day. I'll be updating that post because I'm curious and I want to be able to refer back to this next year. So, because I don't think I kept as good track of everything from last year. And I'm just checking comments. Hey, no worries, no worries. I'm going to go ahead. Hi everyone, as we're all shopping, and I'm going to drop my link into the chat again. Okay, so there's the daily deal. And there's also, you can go straight into the yarn sale. And there, someone shared in the ChemKnits Lab Facebook group a really good strategy. You can sort the yarn by name, and that sort of will clump different colors together. So then you could go through and find anything with bear in the title listed together. You can also sort the sale by percent off and some different fiber types, or you can just browse the site as a whole and some items will be listed as sale. I did go through all of the bear yarns to see what was on sale, but I'll talk about that towards the end. Okay, so there's yarn on sale. I said the daily deal is $1 off patterns. There's new yarns. Okay, so we're talking about sock blanks and how sock blanks are on sale. They released Stroll Gradient Duos today. So it's matched 50-gram balls of sock yarn in gradients. And this is something people have been wanting forever because I know people have been frustrated with the Stroll gradients. They need to buy 200 grams if you wanted to make matched socks, which, you would probably be able to make 2 pairs of socks, but the gradients are a little long for a sock. But now they have gradients that are matched 50-gram gradients. And I think that that's going to have a lot of people really, really excited. So that's one of the new yarns. They released a swish worsted speckled yarn, which I love that there's now a speckled worsted option instead of just sock yarns. And there's also some new colors of Stroll hand-painted sock yarn. So when KnitPicks has a special reserve yarn, that's something that they create and then they aren't sure if it's gonna be a permanent line, maybe it's a limited launch, and maybe it's something that's there, and then as soon as the inventory runs out, that's it for it. The what they're calling the cyber special yarns, I'm a little perplexed. There are some wool rainbows, they call them Japanese Color Twist Special Reserve, and the Japanese Wool Rainbow Special Reserve. They look like lovely wool yarns. They're sold in 40-gram balls, which is a little small in my opinion, but yeah, I don't know too much more about them. And the thing that perplexes me is that there's a chenille yarn that's 100% polyester, And then there's a glitter yarn that's acrylic nylon polyester. And I'm just confused. Maybe because personally I like to go for more natural fibers. I mean, I like nylon because it gives strength, but I guess I personally would have rather seen more like animal fiber blends. I guess they have a lot on their site. But yeah, I'm not necessarily super excited about these yarns. The glitter one with the nylon, acrylic, and polyester intrigues me because I know that you can dye nylon with acid dyes, but not the acrylic or polyester probably. So there's something there that's interesting, but overall, I didn't look at these, and some of them look beautiful, but I didn't look at these and be like, oh, it didn't blow me away. So, but you know, if you try them out, I would love to hear about it. Oh, and I forgot, there are goodies with minimum order. So if you spend $100, there's a coupon code. You can get a calendar or project bag. $150, you can get a tote or needle case. If you spend over $200, you can get a yarn bowl or ball winder. See, this is a huge sale. There's sales on sales on sales on sales today. I went for a tote bag because I already have the ball winder and I have one of their yarn bowls already, so I didn't need that. And I am beyond excited it's a tote bag I've been wanting for a while, so I'm really, really happy about that. And okay, there's also like 20%, 25% off KnitPick exclusive tools and notions. And there's other tools that are all on sale. It's just big sale, like all over the place. And then on top of that, there's still sock needles are on sale through the end of December. There's the sweater weather sale where with certain yarns, if you buy 10 of a single color, you can get 10% off. I don't know if that stacks with this sale. I have not tested to see if sweater weather stacks with, I'm not sure if Simply Wool has been marked down. I know Simply Alpaca was. So yeah, but anyway, there's a lot to explore, and one of my personal strategies is to, like while waiting for the daily deal, is to add a bunch of stuff to my cart in advance and then see if there's a special deal. That way I can hit shipping minimum and I'm ready to go before things like run out. So that's my like personal strategy. Yeah, but before I open up this box, the sale doesn't stack. That's too bad. I know you can use only one coupon code. Now I'm curious. But maybe Simply Wool is not on, oh no, it is on sale. Simply Wool is on sale. So if I add 10, I think, what was the code? Sweater weather? I'm just realizing I should just test this out. Yep, sweater weather. Nope, or is it sweater 10? I can see all these promo codes. Thank you. Did I not add 10? Yeah, I guess it doesn't stack. Because I got the sweater weather discount on Simply Wool before. So that's too bad. But again, there's so many different sales that it's hard to complain. So one question that I get asked is, will this sale, like, what are they going to do for Black Friday? Are they going to do something better for Black Friday? Should I wait for that? Clearly, I did not wait because I placed a huge order this morning. I believe last year they may have extended the big sale a couple days. There was some sale that they extended at the end. I don't know for sure. But I think that on Black Friday, they had a 20% off everything sale for the whole like Black Friday weekend. But I think that the big sale had ended then, so that wasn't something that could stack with some of these discounts. So it's possible. I wouldn't guarantee it, and I wouldn't count on it. So if there's something you really want and it's at a price, a good price, I would go for it. Because you also don't know what might be out of stock. So in the past, when there's been the 20% off blanket coupon code, then maybe like the bulks, like stroll fingering was out of stock, or the yarns I wanted were out of stock, so then I couldn't use that to bulk up or stock up on the yarns that I use the most frequently. Shoot, there was one other thing that I wanted to say. But oh, in general, there's a lot of yarn that's for sale, and there's a lot of things that are maybe only 10% off or 20% off. And some of those I'm personally holding off on for now. If it's something that I need, then I would get it. But knowing that there's likely before the end of the year going to be 20% off coupons, likely if we're following last year's pattern, no guarantee. I have no inside information. It's just a prediction. Some items I might hold off for that, but things that are 40% off and 50% off, I'm jumping on them if it's something I want. So that is my personal approach to the sale. And oh, there's a lot. There is a lot. But let's get in to this box. And so there was, a few weeks ago, there was a 15% off everything sale, or almost everything. And I still ordered a lot then because I knew the big sale was coming, but I didn't think that there would necessarily be a big coupon for a while. And I wanted to get, this arrived a little crushed, so I decided to just rip into it. I didn't want to risk not being able to get a bigger discount on some of the other yarns that I use most often, especially since this year they did have to raise prices. Now, I wonder if they raised prices so then they could keep having sales, so then when you have the coupon, it's like the old price. But I don't know. You called them and you left a message about your freebie. Oh, did you forget? Oh no. Yeah, their customer services are really, really nice. I don't know about applying coupons after the fact if they take care of that, but in general, there was one year where there was a bunch, I think it was Andy's Del Campo, that it was for $1 a skein. And I got a bunch, I got my minimum for free shipping, and then that went poof, and I ended up not getting it, which was sad. But then I found out I was charged for shipping. And so I called customer service because I was like, you know, technically I had free shipping. I had the minimum. It's just, you know, you didn't have the inventory to fulfill the whole order. And they actually gave me the shipping charge back. So I've always found them to be extraordinarily helpful. But woohoo, what do I have in here? Oh, I forgot I ordered that. All right, so let's see what I got. I ordered a 20-pack of Wool of the Andes worsted weight yarn. And the timing is good because I really needed it. And actually, I'm now feeling pretty good about this because I don't know if they're trying to tempt me to buy things I don't normally buy because of some of the things they have on sale. Because the things I buy most, but it's also possible that the things I buy most frequently are the things that a lot of people buy most frequently. So Wool of the Andes is, if it is on sale, it's barely on sale. The same thing with Stroll and Hawthorne. Not very much, but I got another 20 of Wool of the Andes worsted, which is good because I just ran out. And I need that for an experiment. Oh, I did get that? Oh, awesome. Just checking out the packing slip. Okay. I got something really exciting if I can find it. All right, well, first, I got some Stroll Glimmer. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Stroll Glimmer. And then the other thing, oh, I forgot I got this. I should run up and find. Okay, I'm on the forward-facing camera, so it's going to be backward. I got some Bear Capretta Superwash. Now, this is actually not on sale in the big sale, so I guess I'm glad I got it at the 15% off. But I think it's full price, like $15. I was really sad for a while because I thought Capra and Capretta were going bye-bye, but I think they were revamping it. And so Capretta is now, which it's still the 80% merino, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon, but it's now superwash merino. And so that is huge. And I'm really, really, really excited to explore this MCN yarn even more. And it is so soft. So soft. Oh, it's not backwards? Oh, did it flip? Whoa, that's cool. They updated it. I'm just seeing it backwards on mine. That is awesome. Okay, but oh, I'm so glad. I don't know if I ordered some today because I thought I hadn't ordered it yet, but it is really, really soft. And one of these days, if I remember, I will bring down some of my old school Capretta that is non-superwash and we can compare. Can you dye some yarn to look holographic? That would look cool. Well, I think it would be, I could do like something that maybe looked fake holographic with lots of rainbows or something in it, but I don't think I could actually make the yarn holographic so it would like reflect the rainbow. But ooh, they should do yarn with like a hollow, instead of a sparkle, they should use like a metallic, they should use like a hollow fiber in it. That would be awesome. Wait, can I get something like that? Can I find like hollow strands that I can spin into yarn to make art hollow yarn? Ooh. I have not tried speed knitting before. But yeah, I'm really, really excited about the Capretta Superwash. I think they have some neon colors in it. And so that's all really fun. Oh, you're holding the Capretta Superwash now too? Yeah, it is really soft. I am really excited because now it's an option for socks. And oh guys, I can do a dye. I can do a comparison. Oh, I'm glad you guys like seeing me think. Oh man, but yeah, for now I can buy the like sparkle. Yeah, there's so much stuff on sale, and in general, like, you know, you can get things that are pastels to over dye easily. I don't recommend using the RIT color remover on yarn to undye it. I would go for a color that you think that you could over dye, so like a pastel of some kind. But there's just a lot of really, really good deals right now. Let me chat about what I ordered already. And so this is why, so I went through, and on my website, I went through and I made a list of all of the bare yarns that I found that are 50% off. And do you remember when they launched 12 new bare yarn bases? And back then I ordered 8 of them. And the last 4 I didn't order because they were maybe over $15 each, some were over $20. They were expensive and I didn't feel ready to splurge on all of that. Well, the 4 I did not order are all 50% off. So those 4 are on the way to me. So that way I can finally like give my first impression of some of these yarns that I have never felt before. And so when I was looking at this, I'm like, is there like some big brother watching what I order and unbox? But on the other hand, like if I didn't order it because of the price point, maybe other people didn't order it as well. And so it's maybe a little more likely that my habits are like I'm following like a trend of some other buyers, that other people have the same opinion as me. So some of the ones I've never tried before, I've got Bare Artiso, Bare Shimmer Bulky, which is a, I think it's like an alpaca silk blend. I've knit with shimmer lace. So, and I loved it. I loved it. So I'm excited to see it in the bulky form. There's Super Bulky Soft and then Super Silk. So all of those were 50% off, and it's, yeah, so I got one of each of them so that way I can try it out. Oh, nice. You got a big box that is white with an iridescent thread spun through it. It's made by Karen. Oh, pretty. Yes, grays are really over dye. Grays are really lovely for over dyeing. When are you spinning the roving from highlighters? I'm not sure. I think I might be doing that one next. I almost did that, was it, what's today? Thursday? I almost did it earlier this week, but I went for the pink roving that I had over dyed instead. Oh, I'm hoping for new roving. Oh, I want new roving. My brain won't explode. What else did I order already? I ordered some more Wool of the Andes Bear roving. I also got, so as I said, sock blanks are 50% off. Sock blanks are 50% off. I bought 20. You know, this means I think I'm going to have to plan maybe in January, sock blank special 3. So start thinking about what kind of sock blank dyeing I should do. I also picked up, because Paragon is also on sale. And Paragon is 50% merino, 25% silk, 25% alpaca. It has a beautiful shine, a lovely, lovely drape. And I just love it. And so the 50% off was a great price. So I grabbed some. I think this is the kind how I ended up with a bunch of imagination yarn at one point too. Can you dye yarn with cranberries? I haven't tried dyeing yarn with any berries yet. I would imagine that you could get some like cool warm brown out of it. Because I've used like fruity herbal teas that were like a red tea, and then you get this beautiful warm brown. I do have onions coming up on the channel. Aw, thanks for hanging out. I hope you feel better. Yeah, so I think it's, so unfortunately, one complaint I have with KnitPicks, when you place an order, you can't see what you ordered for a while. I normally try to screenshot my yarn right before I click submit, and I forgot to do that. So all I had was like another window that was open with my cart. And so I think that that is what I ordered. I know I added the PhD tote bag, but I don't know 100% what I ordered. I know, and the like pending order hasn't come through my account yet, probably because they're inundated with like a ton of orders right now. So I'm just keeping my fingers crossed. And the reason why I need to keep track is because I've already got my cart full of other stuff that I want. Ooh, you can use cinnamon and ground cloves. That would be nice. It would smell really good too. Yeah, what have I put in my cart already? So, so Momo Merino, I think, is 60% off. Momo is like a knit tube that has some superwash merino roving on the inside of it. And it's 250 grams. It's like a jumbo yarn. It looked really cool, and it's definitely something that you could over dye. I just couldn't really justify it. But if it's still there the next time I place the order, I will get some, because it's now at a better price for me. What else did I add? For some reason, I have sock blanks in my cart, I think just to keep an eye on if they're still in stock. I'm not planning on ordering another one. Merino Style DK is a yarn that I haven't tried before. It is 100% merino, DK weight. It's not superwash. Yeah, I think I want to see what it's like, because I don't really know. Andy Silk Campo is on sale. I'm unsure if I want to try any of the like new Special Reserve 40-gram balls. Oh, Chroma Twist Bulky is on sale. And so that's, some of the Bear yarns don't show up when you go to the Bear Dye Your Own section if they're part of like a bigger color family. And so, yeah, I found those when I was like scanning through. And oh, Simply Alpaca, the two palest shades, Alana, there's an I in there. Elena and Alma. One is like an oatmeal color, and the other is like a pale, like maybe like off-white. So those are also 50% off. So I haven't tried the Simply Alpaca line, and I'm curious if it is going to feel more rustic than, say, Andean Treasure, or if it's going to feel just as soft. because I love Andean Treasure. And that's another one that is really, really wonderful to dye. But yeah, those are some of the things that are like waiting in my cart. Again, I'm trying to remember. Last year, they did not have a daily deal. They had like new deals. They had sort of had a daily deal, but they only came out like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So it wasn't every single day. It was every couple days. So, and on like for one of those days, it was like, oh, get a free item with your purchase. But they have that ongoing for the whole sale. So I don't know. I just know that I'm doing drop off tomorrow for school. And I drop Ryder off at 8 a.m. 8 a.m. Eastern time is when this drops. So I'm going to be like trying to like check it from the car. Wait, did I see someone after my own heart? Yes, Oz Quilter. I thought about getting some of the Momo dyeing and ripping out the tube and spinning the roving. That was my thought as well. I was like, ooh, goody, a blank. And then I didn't want to, like, I was like, this is too expensive for me to, like, play with it like that. But that might be exactly what I do. Have I tried Wonder Fluff? I feel like I've purchased some. I don't remember if I've knit with it. There's something that I can't remember if it was I think I made something out of it once, but I definitely have not dyed it yet. Oh, these are old. These are on the blog. I used fabric glue to make these many years ago. But thank you. Yeah, it's just my couch is put together. The kids like to do forts, and which I find hilarious, but usually it's a mess. I did bring the laptop over today. Oh, I'm going to drop the linky in while I am looking up what? Oh, here we go. Yeah, I think I made a hat out of Wonder Fluff. It's 70% baby alpaca, 7% merino, 23% nylon. I think that it would dye nicely. Wait, there's a bear of that. Do I not? I might have some. Maybe not. Wait. Maybe I haven't used Wonder Fluff. It's a bulky weight. Maybe I haven't used that one before, but I'm sure basically if the yarn has like protein-based fibers, it will dye with food coloring or acid dyes. Some types of yarn require a little more heat, a little more time, or you might want to keep it at a lower heat for more time, so you don't like damage the fibers. But you think the bear is new? I'm not sure. It could have always been. I think they've started calling more of their off-white colors bear recently. I'm not sure, Austin, if you can. Any tips for dyeing a sweater's quantity? So I think the most I've ever dyed at one time is 400 grams. I use a big canning pot and I dyed, oh, actually it's right over here so I can show you guys. I dyed 400 grams of Tough Puff to make this like fox hooded cowl because they were out of orange. So I bought the white and then I dyed the orange myself. And there's a video of me dyeing it on the channel. And it's a nice like semi-solid yarn. I did dye it twice because the first time the color wasn't intense enough for me. And there's definitely like tonal variation, but you can't really tell where I started new skeins easily. So that was good. But for a sweater quantity, you would likely need to do it in batches. I think with like a canning pot that's huge, I would do 500 grams at a time. And I would mix the dye up and divide it into 2 batches. So I would make 1 stock of the dye that you wanted, divide it in 2, and then like measure out the water and try to set up as close to exact conditions each time. And to get a more even color, I would start with low acid, add the the yarn and the dye to the pot while it's cool and slowly heat it up. This might sound crazy, but you can dye the sweater after it's knit. You can absolutely dye the sweater after it's knit. The concern is that if you dye something after it's knit and you're going for something sort of like a solid, you're not going to get something that looks like this, which has variation that's similar throughout. You could get something that feels intentional, or you could get something that feels sort of tie-dyed, which could be great if that's what you want to go for. But if you're going for a solid, it could be harder on the finished garment. The thing that you really want for a true solid is you want as much water and movement in the pot as possible. So the more you can move the fiber through the dye with a lot of water so things don't get like squished together, the more likely you are to get an even color. Which, you know, and the larger something is, then that can be harder. And I have to keep moving so I can see the comments. Yes, but I think you could do a dip dyed sweater. There's many things you can do. I have plans. I have lots of plans. One of the things I want to do at some point is knit a hat out of bare yarn and then dye it. So I definitely have plans to dye something that I have knit already. But yeah, I'm just nervous. You kind of want to break Violet on a pair of socks. Yeah, I mean, I think that that's something that would be really fun. I think that breaking color on socks and stuff would be awesome. Can you dye yarn with rose petals? Maybe. There's a lot, so like with a lot of plants, it can be hard to know the color that you would get out of it. Like for example, from the rhubarb leaves, I got like a really great green. Like with the red cabbage, you get gorgeous like colors depending on the pH, but then it's not necessarily stable for a long period of time. So yeah, so some of the like a lot of things will stain. So a lot of times you can get some amount of color, so it won't be 100% bare, but some things might not give like as intense results as others. I will say, and this is a spoiler alert, that the onions worked amazing. Like with the yellow onion skins that I collected, I exhausted the dye bath. My mind was blown. It was awesome. Awesome, awesome. Yep, and avocado gave like a nice pink color. Oh, it's my pleasure to answer questions. That's why I like doing these things live as much as possible. I could open these up and do a pre-filmed video, but I think that being able to answer questions about the products is a lot of fun. Plus, your questions frequently inspire new dyeing videos and help me decide what to order and things like that. And oh, when I move, you can see like the meta thing in there. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I need to say, I'm coming closer. Hi. Guys, thank you so much for being a wonderful, wonderful community and encouraging me and allowing me to do this as my job. I get to play with yarn all day, and that is awesome. And I truly, truly love it. And so thank you for letting me continue to explore and experiment and spend all of my money at KnitPicks. Oh, goodness. I keep looking to see if I keep checking my account. Hi, Indy. I keep checking my account to see if my order has updated so I can see if there was anything else that I ordered, but it has not shown up yet. Wah, wah. And again, I ordered 12 hours ago, but I think that this is one of their biggest days of the year in terms of business. Well, or like biggest weeks. So, so the Surefoot sock, I have not dyed it yet. I went through and if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, in my stories, I shared a picture of my yarn closet, where like the shop and my bare yarn is stored. And so I actually went through and I sorted and did a sort of like a rough mental inventory of what I have, so that way I could know what I needed to order more of. And I then went and I pulled things that I hadn't dyed before, so that way I could like prioritize them coming up. But, ooh, Indie. So I have not yet dyed Surefoot, but it's really soft and I was really impressed by it. Of the 12 new yarn lines that they launched, I forget when, earlier this year. So of the 8 that I've tried so far, there was only one that I was not really impressed by. And that was actually swish fingering. When I ordered the swish fingering, I was so excited. Swish, DK, and worsted, and bulky are some of my favorite. Ooh, Indy. Indy, what did you do? You okay? Indy's been a little sick. I was a little disappointed by the swish fingering. I was so excited because I love the swish DK. I ordered that by the 20 pack, swish worsted and swish bulky. But the swish fingering isn't merino. It's 100% superwash wool, and it's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It just wasn't the softness from swish that I know and love. And so therefore I was disappointed. And that one happens to be 50% off as well. I haven't dyed it yet. I don't know if I'm going to order more of it. It was just, I think for the price point, which it's not like it's absurdly expensive. I think it's the same price as swish. It just didn't feel like it was special enough. I wished that it was merino. But I think it's like $4.50 right now on the sale. Don't quote me, I'm not 100% sure, but it definitely is a good price. So by all means, oh no, it's $5. Fine. So, okay, so the swish fingering normally must be 10. Yeah, so I'm like, okay, it's a little more expensive than, like swish DK, and it wasn't merino. And it still says that it's a very high grade wool, but yeah, it just wasn't as soft. Oh, thank you. And Austin, I really do appreciate all of your questions and suggestions. I keep a list of things that people ask. And so they're things that sometimes it takes me a long time to get to the suggestions, but I do try to get there eventually. So thank you for engaging and asking those questions. I really appreciate it. Wait, what? I didn't even look at dye. They're on sale. Jacquard acid dyes. Oh wait, that's a tutorial. I don't want the tutorial. Where can I find? See, I didn't go through everything. Tools and accessories. Show me yarn dyes. Oh, those stitch markers. Oh, are those stitch markers on sale? I love the little knitting unicorn, something fierce. So there's a beginner dyeing kit with greener shades that looks like it's on sale. A beginning fiber dyeing kit that is 20% off right now. Greener shades dyes look like they are on sale, and so are Jacquard dyes. Ooh, 30. So Scarlet's 30% off, Gunmetal 20. So select colors are on sale. Or Are any of them? So not all of them are on sale. Not the silver gray. I loved that silver gray. But they're on sale, and the greener shades dyes are, yeah, also some of them are 20 or 30% off. So good note, Julia. See, I mean, I couldn't peruse the whole website. I was like going through and I'm like, okay, I'm going to go and see what Bare yarns are the best deal. And that was my goal. And then I like ignored the rest. Yes, oh, I'm so glad that so many of you are giving it a try. I think my whole philosophy when it comes to dyeing yarn, and when you ask a question, it like, you know, can you dye yarn with this? And it's like, well, let's try it and see. And so, like, I was pretty sure when I went to dye yarn with Coke Zero that it wasn't going to do anything. And it didn't really do anything. But you don't know for sure until you try. And so sometimes I've tried something with a, I don't know if this is going to work well. And then the results have blown my mind and been really fantastic and become favorite techniques of mine. So, and it's not that every technique that I do that's new. When I say I'm doing something new, it's new to me. And so I'm sure that other people have done similar things, like maybe even on YouTube or something. But yeah, I love to just like go for it. Actually, because I think you asked about alcohol inks on a comment. I went and I was looking. I've got a bunch of old Sharpies that I want to try doing, and so I don't know if those are technically count as alcohol inks, but they're certainly alcohol soluble. And I have like an Amazon ChemKnits like wish list cart shopping list thing, and I did add some alcohol inks in there. I'm not sure when I might order them and when I might do that, but it is definitely made it onto the, I went and started doing some research. So the first one you watched was the Halloween candy. Yeah, that one, I think one of the things that like I've done that I was like, okay, this is really goofy, but ended up being amazing was when I did the candy hearts for Valentine's Day. Because those little candy hearts that don't taste very good had a lot of color and gave some beautiful, beautiful rainbow effects that I was very, very excited by. You haven't dyed yarn yet, but you're slowly saving up my avocado skins and pits. Yep, I have a Costco nut jar that's full of dried avocado skins. I really, really wanted, I wanted to try to use rhubarb mordant and then avocado skins, but then I let the rest of my rhubarb die before I could do that. So that will have to wait until next year. So it's different. So the alcohol ink stained the wool yarn but didn't have great results. Plus they're, yeah, they're like, yeah, so, but I'm definitely willing to try almost anything. I will not dye yarn with any chocolate candy. We're not going to do M&Ms. And in general, I try to avoid dairy type stuff. I did do a very icky sticky one with that icing recently. And like the sugar stuff tends to dissolve and wash out okay. So it's not so bad. But it's nice having, you're going to throw mini and black olive juice. Ooh, and cranberries. Yeah, I did. Oh, it's my pleasure. Like I love like getting to play around with this. I also like being an enabler and trying to encourage you guys to try it at home as well. It really is fun to just throw things together and see what happens. And I'm at a point now where I buy dozens of skeins of yarn at a time and I do my experiments on a full skein of yarn. And sometimes, you know, then I put them in the shop and I'm like, oh, this isn't that special. And sometimes people buy them. So, because everyone has different tastes. So it's fun. What was I saying? I'm now using full skeins of yarn and sometimes I'll do an experiment with like 5 different skeins of yarn. But when I started in the classic ChemKnits yarn dyeing videos, I was using mini skeins that were 7 grams, 3 grams, things that were tiny. And because, so then I had one 100-gram skein of palette yarn, and I made it stretch from a lot of different experimentation as I was trying new things. And then I used these minis for some designs. I used to design little insects, like plushy amigurumi guys. And I mean, I still have some sketches for some others, so who knows, maybe I'll start doing some of those again. But yeah, so having all these minis in different colors was really helpful. And then whenever I was like, oh, I need like some red as an accent color, okay, I'm gonna go dye some red yarn because I need that for a project. So that's sort of how I started. And then I started making more videos and more videos and more videos. And then here I am today. And oh, I can't believe no one noticed. Look at my dress. I did not dye it, but I did find like a tie-dye-ish dress. And so I was very excited, and I specifically wore this in honor of the KnitPicks big sale today. You're about to start spinning with a homemade drop spindle? That's awesome. I started spinning with a drop spindle, and I find the wheel a little easier, but like especially when you can make a spindle, you can spin with almost anything. I've seen people use CDs to make drop spindles. And I mean, what else we're going to use CDs for these days? So it's a lot of fun, and I find spinning so relaxing, even with the drop spindle. Ooh, yeah, I think different weights of the drop spindles could be really nice. Uh-oh. Oh, no, I just leaned down for a while. I thought that it froze for a second. But anyway, did they give me like a little card or anything in here? No, maybe not. No, like, promo thing. Ooh, I wonder if they're going to launch new pins. I like enamel pins. So speaking of swag, here's a non-KnitPicks question. If at some point there were to be some ChemKnits swag, what kinds of stuff would you be interested in? Let me know in the comments. There might be something underfoot that I'm working towards unveiling. Shh. You're new to spinning and you really want a very expensive wheel. Do I have any suggestions on how to save money to buy it? That is a good question. I mean, I think even with KnitPicks, when they have like a % off sale, I don't know if some brands like Kromsky are excluded or not. I don't know. You could try finding one used. You could try reaching out if there's a local spinners guild, because there might be someone who wants to upgrade or get a new wheel, and they might want to like offload an old one. I have a Kromsky Fantasia and I love it. Now I'm like looking up the wheel because I'm seeing if KnitPicks has any Kromskys on sale. So they've got the drop spindles. Oh, why am I looking at the Symphony? Yeah, I don't think that the wheels are on sale. Which it would be pretty cool if they were, but yeah, I mean, understandable that they are not. I'm just dropping the big sale link into the chat again. And as always with KnitPicks, if you spend over $65 in the US, you can get free shipping. And there's also minimums for free shipping for Canada, Australia, and the UK, I believe. Buttons, mug. Ooh, All right. See, those are helpful notes. There is one service that is like partnered with YouTube that I could use, but this is all like a whole new world, and so there's a design that will be unveiled hopefully shortly. I don't know what a king bed wheel is. big mugs, as in 20 ounce. Yeah, for stitch markers, I think that those would involve like a lot of hand crafting. Actually, my mother-in-law does jewelry making, but I don't really have quite those skills. They did? Wait. You broke my brain. Okay. Guys, another big benefit is that free shipping's over $50 again. Free shipping has been, they raised it to $65 recently. And that's amazing that they lowered it again. They really are like trying to get us to spend all the money. I mean, lately I haven't had trouble hitting the minimums, so I don't pay as close attention. Because I like go through so much yarn. But see, you guys are pointing out all these things to me that I didn't know. Tote bags. It's 65 for Canadians today. Oh, that's good. I love crochet. I'm not as good at it, but I think that it is really fun. Big mugs. And all right, this stuff is good. Good to know. Project bags. You know, I was looking at for like project bags, and basically I don't want to have to sew the project bags myself, which is always an option. But yeah, I was trying to look for something like project bag like, yeah, I've been doing some research. So this is a new realm for me. So we'll see how things go down. But when I launch some things, I'm open to suggestions as well. Ooh, I'd love to learn corner to corner crochet. I love, what's her name? Repeat Crafter Me. I love her. I love her designs. You have an Ashford kiwi for sale. Haha, see? Ooh, there could be a connection here in the comments. I said my brain wouldn't explode. I am pushing it. I am absolutely pushing it. I'm just too excited. Chem Dye's pin an idea. There might pins or something that are in my plan. That is a little further off plan because it involves more design. Basically, I used to have old school Photoshop on the computer before it went to like a subscription fee kind of thing. And I now no longer have that. And I haven't wanted to start paying for the subscription, but I need to, in order for me to like play and get things ready for like stuff and to mess with the new logo that I haven't unveiled yet, I need to get Photoshop again so I can have access to the software. Machine embroidery sites. No, I've been thinking a lot of things like, ooh, I could get a stencil made and then dye my, yeah, I have lots of ideas. But at first, before I go into something that has more of like my hands in it, at first for like some swag stuff, I'm going to be looking at like places that I can like put the designs up and then can be ordered from like directly. But at least that's sort of like my plan. But if I do pins or something, I'd do a bulk order or have those here and then I would ship them myself. But for something like t-shirts and mugs, I think that I wouldn't necessarily do that because then I wouldn't have to, yeah, you guys know what I mean. Some items it would make sense, but what bulky bare yarn do I recommend from KnitPicks to dye? Ooh, I really like Big O. I don't think it's on sale or it's not on a big sale right now. Big O is 50%, I think, is it Superwash? I don't remember if it's Superwash. It's 50% merino, 50% nylon. And it dyes beautifully and is really soft, and I really like it. And I have some more bulkies coming soon. Swish Bulky I would recommend. I do not like Cadena very much. I think that because it's supposed to have some alpaca content. I mean, it does have alpaca content. I expected it to be softer and it wasn't. So I haven't tried dyeing it yet though. Thank you so much for joining. There's online Photoshop for free. I mean, there's other type of programs, but I took a Photoshop class back. So when I first got my DSLR, I took through Northwestern, I took a photography class, and then I took a Photoshop class. So I'm not very good at Photoshop, but I can very reasonably swap heads in family photos. But yeah, well, we'll see if I still know how to do like all that stuff. And I can like erase, like if, you know, there's a lawn and there's like, I can erase little things and like, yeah, I can do like someone would be able to notice, but I can definitely like make things passable. Oh, Indy. Well, at least you're sleepy and you're not getting sick, I hope. Is there a promo code for the KnitPick sale? Yes. So most of the sale items and the sale yarns are prices marked. So those you don't need a promo code. Where there's a promo code is that you can get free items with, and I'm looking for, yes, so you can get free gifts or free goodies with certain orders over 100 and so for those there's promo codes. So if you spend $100, you can use you can then add a project bag or a calendar to your cart, use the promo code freebie100, and then get like a free project bag. If you spend $150, the code is freebie, FREEBIE 150. You can get a free tote bag or a needle case. And then if you spend over $200 with freebie, the code freebie200, you can add either a yarn bowl or the ball winder to your cart and then get that for free. And so I picked a tote bag. I had been wanting that working on my PhD projects half done bag for a long time. Your resident PhD YouTuber needs it. So those have a promo code, but that's just for the freebies. Let's see. Yeah, and I'm so sorry if I've missed some comments and stuff. I'm just feeling very pumped and very excited, and I am sinking down into my sofa. But, oh, it's already like 10 o'clock. Thought I was going to do some major prep for a video I want to do. So I think there could be some really exciting stuff coming up if I can get things done. I might be testing out the premiere feature on YouTube next week, in where I will be sharing a video and we'll have a live chat while the video airs for the first time. And then I would join in the chat. So I'd be watching my whole video on YouTube, which I don't usually do. But I'd be watching the video along and then like chatting in the chat with you. So it'd be similar to having a live stream chat. It's just the video wouldn't be live, but in this case, I would be there live. And yeah, I have some other fun live streams planned before Thanksgiving. And yeah, maybe, I don't know when my stuff will get here for me to unveil some of the stuff I've been chatting about, but I am excited. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Dropping the big sale link into the chat one more time, but you can also find it in the video description. And in the comments, there's a post on my website where I was talking a little bit about like a bunch of the stuff I said here and like the yarns that I think are the best deals, and at least the bare yarns and stuff like that. What yarn would you suggest for animal fiber sensitivity? Ooh, and thank you for being a new subscriber, Kayla. I guess it depends on the type of animal fiber. If you're sensitive to wool, but can do, say, alpaca, Andean Treasure is so soft and is amazing. I haven't felt Simply Alpaca yet, but I hope to order some of that soon. And there's actually a lot of alpaca silk blend stuff as well in the bare yarn sections. And so those could work well. As for cottons, I love the cotton boucle. I think that's 50% off. I love, love, love the cotton boucle. It's not like loopy enough to like split, I think, when you're using it, and it dyes so gorgeously, so gorgeously. So those are just a few off the top of my head. And there's like some dust floating in my eye. But anyway, I am going to head out and, oh yeah, I have to do drop off tomorrow. Normally I do pick up and Keith does drop off because he's driving to work anyway, so the drop off makes sense. But send me good vibes for wrangling the ChemKids in the morning. What about, do I have a favorite KnitPicks yarn for mittens? I'm happy to hang around as long as you guys have questions. I love Palette. And I think it's called Palette in the bare yarn now. I love that for color work knittings especially. The yarn is perfect for color work. It sticks to, it's like sticky enough that you can get really good stitch definition without being like too tight. And my favorite mittens are made out of that. But I also would use Capretta for mittens. I like fingering weight. I like thinner mittens. So those are some that I have used. But yeah, if that's it for questions, then I'm not going to be doing a video every day with the daily deal, but I will be posting the daily deals on Facebook. And I do have some other, there will be a different brand unboxing tomorrow night. And yeah, and so I'm excited about that. And I guess I'll say again, like, I have been a KnitPicks fan for close to a decade. I've only been an affiliate for a year, but I've been a long-time customer before that. All of these opinions and thoughts are my own. I don't have any insider information with the company, so all of my predictions about sales and stuff in the future are just from watching patterns from previous years and guessing. But yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in. To all of you who have been shopping the sale, good luck. I'm sorry for being a stash enabler, but yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for hanging out. I will chat with you guys soon. Bye, everyone.